Okay, we are back. Uh, Long time no see since we did um, a live trading and market recap. Yeah, it's been a long time. I missed you guys. But so what we're seeing here is DXY. This is the DXY. We can start from the daily. So I have been doing some daily analysis. Sorry, weekly analysis, right? I think it was released yesterday. So I did say that I think that price should now, since we've taken out the previous weekly high and left some big displacement, we should from here start heading down towards at least this internal range liquidity, which is this equal lows. So I expect price, since we came up to a premium, to now see some kind of movement down. We did have see this market structure shift, right? Once we took out this low and this swing low, we left some traces in the form of a SIBI. We did enter the equilibrium, and from there we are in a downtrend where we have difficulties making new lows, new highs. Sorry. So what I see DXY can do is, I see it will melt from here, right? So it will melt, which will take this gentleman trades. So starting with Euro USD as usual. So what can I expect from Euro USD? We are currently in a bearish trend on the H4 time frame, right? Bearish weekly profile. I thought when Tuesday high took out the high of the Monday, we were forming our high of the week, which is why I anticipate a bearish week, which is honestly a good. It's a not good reason, but it's a. I can understand why I saw it on that way. And it was, of course, when we took out these highs, which was the Monday. We took out the highs here. Yeah, which is why I thought that this high would be protected, right? And which is why I also said that this low would protect, because the thing is, we don't need to go. I can go through these trades another time, but I will go through some live trades, because that's what I said I would do. So I did take is paper trading. I'm not here trying to say to someone that I'm trading with live capital, but I will do it from next, I think, next week after this NFP week. It's quite a lot of red. but these trades are from, yeah, I did some US30, which I had nothing to do with US30. But when I trade the pairs that is on this that you can't see that. But this was a trade I took yesterday, the 30th of January, right? So it's AUD USD. It was quite a I think it's here. Let me just bring that and I will tell you why I took that trade. It wasn't this. Yeah, it was this trade. And I did take profit, I think. Sorry, now it's starting to. So this was a trade I took yesterday. Very beautiful one. It was a 1-7, 7-1, whatever you wanna say. And yeah, quite a beautiful one. You could use some Fibonacci tool to to predict where it may reverse from, but AUD for me, it's game over. AUD should melt from here. I need to see how maybe can make one less attempt, but we have taken out the previous weekly high. We entered this weekly fair value gap, so price should head downwards from here and target this previous weekly low. But let's get back to and we can see this trade too that took me out with 1 pip. Yes, but GU is one interesting. Why I'm saying it's a interesting pair at this moment is because I want GU to enter this orange area. So GU, what we are doing now is we are mirroring, so we're reflecting, or we are doing exactly like what we're seeing here, but on a lower time frame, right? So we are mirroring this high with this fair value gap right above. So there's a chance that we may take out this high, this buy side liquidity, where people have put their stop loss, right? And then see a bigger move downwards. Because if we are nice, it won't look good. Because if GU is doing what I think it should do, or if GU is doing what DXY is doing, what I think DXY will do, and it's reacting to that, because let's remember, the last week haven't been the best or the most cleanest of the trading ranges, right? And why is that? Because price are waiting for the NFP and FOMC numbers. So we have to have that in mind, right? So there's a chance that we can see some manipulations before the real move. And the real move may start today. I will enter a short once we've taken out this high. And then enter some short positions. But NFP, yeah. I will hopefully make some NFP calls. If I'm able, I will do some live commentary during NFP and say what I expect. But this is definitely a bullish order block that may be respected, honestly, because it's correlating quite good. It was maybe this one. Yeah. So it's this this fib from this high to this low is correlating very nicely with this bullish order block that you cannot see. It's this bullish order block, right? So I know it's a little bit noise, quite a lot of noise here with all this painting and all these lines and all these colors and all of that. So I'm sorry for that. So I will try to make it a little bit cleaner. And I will try to tell you once again what I'm seeing. Because we need to remember we are currently at a downtrend in this time frame. Once we've taken out these lows, and we have failed to make higher highs, and we failed to make a higher high. This is a lower high compared to this high, right? And since then we have been only doing lower highs. So once we saw this kind of market structure shift, or whatever you want to call it, and we are also currently trading at a premium, right? So we have this low with this line that is our equilibrium. So all about equilibrium is what is premium. And what do we want to do at premiums? We want to sell. And we need to remember that we are currently trading at a range from this high to this low, and all of this is internal liquidity, and it will be much easier to see where we are at once we go down a time frame. So we're currently trading at the H1 time frame, right? So I've marked up, this is my H1 fair value gap that I've been marking up. So honestly, it's once we get to this area, and if we do, I will look for a short. We have this strong high, weak low, low. This is a weak low. Why? Because it failed to make a higher high, so it automatically becomes a weak low. And this push should be the push that should take us higher, but it didn't. It failed to make a last attempt to go higher. So that is why it was broken. So we have our high from this. We have our high from this high to this low. It's quite easy. It's all about. It's not easy. I won't stay here and lie and tell you it's easy. But once you have trained your eyes to a certain level, and you been putting in a lot of hours, your eyes are starting to see some things. That is honestly occurring like every day. But I'm not on that level, so I shouldn't be saying anything. That is why, for example, I caught this big move, 1 to 7. It didn't hit TP, but the thing is, but we're still in the play, and we could have taken out or we should have, if we were bullish, we shouldn't have taken out this low. It should be respected. And this bullish busy, like if I zoom in, this busy, like we see, this all should be respected, right? And we should continue to go upwards and take out these highs, and then look for maybe longs, some long positions. But once we failed to make a last attempt to go higher and we're starting to trade lower, and we saw this shift in market structure, for me, I'm like, yeah, now we're bullish. We're bearish. So I need to find my PD array at a premium once again, which is why we have the Asian low, the Asian session. Let's see if we can respect it. But we have some equal lows here. So the thing here is, if I say this, the best probability to take shorts, or the dream scenario, is that we are pushing up without taking out this sell liquidity, because I think that these lows will definitely be targeted, right? This is equal lows. This is lows. This is external liquidity, right? So what did we do during Asia? We took out the high. Got some kind of meltdown. We pushed down, and now we're currently here. So I think the dream scenario would be that we are taking some shorts from this area, this sweet spot, the 70. So I will make, this is a trade, still nothing too fancy, right? Stop loss should be about these highs at 27. I'm looking here, you can see 27,500, which is also a psychological number, right? We're risking, I want to risk we can see it's a 20 pip stop loss. I want to risk, it doesn't even matter, but I want to risk, let's say, I want to risk my 1%, right? So if I lose this much, and if I win, TP is down. TP is down at at 25. I think it will melt all the way to here, to this bullish order block, right? So, but first partial should be once we've taken out external range, and we will start to enter some internal range. So 25,480, which is a fine, but I won't hold it all the way, of course. 25,480. So I'm risking, so it's more or less almost, 1 to 9, almost. So for me, can I see this price to be respected? It's all about probabilities. Can we see this price being respected when we have this H1 fair value gap just above? It's all about probabilities. But if we're not respecting it, it's another discussion, right? Then we need to find some continuation pattern and find a way to ride on the way. If I'm seeing that we're not going to target these highs, but for me, listen, for me, if price were to get down to this area, why this area? That's a very good question. Will I tell you the answer? That's another discussion. So we have this area and we have and I forgot to say we have some news in 30 minutes, right? So honestly, I would want to see price to head up there just before the news. So the news are in 30 minutes and we can see it's all about time over everything. Hey, TOE, time over everything. Prices are doing what it wants to do definitely at this when it wants to do it, right? It's all planned out. It's all planned out. So I could look for some longs from I could look for some longs from this area or this area. But I need to see it being respected, right? Before doing anything. So that's basically it. At this moment, yeah, we have this level. We have also, you can see the fair value gap on the 50 minutes, but I'm anticipating price to push up and then, so now what I want to see price maybe respect this bullish order block or even this fair value gap, push up here or this purple area, right? And then we will plummet. So this is my setup on GU. And hopefully once time is 4 p.m. New York time, we'll see some good movements. But AUD for me then, what do I expect on AUD, right? AUD. We have seen some very beautiful movements. So this 5-to-1 should then take out this TP. This took me out by 1 pip. And I think that this together with gold will totally melt. The question is from what area? Where can we see price? Because we are still in this weekly fair value gap, right? So we have this weekly fair value gap that I want price to respect. Can it disrespect it? Of course. Weekly fair value gap. And I will want price to I need to make this cleaner too. It's too much noise. But at the same time I need to go through my trades, so it's maybe not the best idea because I need to. So I have this H4 fair value gap or SIBI. this H4 CB. Okay, so I need to see this. Okay, so we made a higher low. This should also mean that this is a higher low compared to this one. Now what we want to see is, can we create a higher high? Which, if we can, okay, where should price then go? There is still the possibility that we may take out this high, but I think as GBPUSD, we are totally bearish, and that is why I knew that we had a fair value gap at this high. We have this area, which so for me, I could see that price is getting to this purple area, and we may see this kind of move, because I'm having hard times to see that AUD now we're taken out from internal on the bigger range to external, right? So we have this low, these lows, all of this. We have this trendline liquidity on top of that. Yeah, but as we can see, euro for me is the pair that not quite sure what it wants to do. We have this bearish QM. I'm dropping a lot of gems, okay? We have this low. So there is a possibility that I would say this is a safe spot to put your stop loss. I would say this was very beautiful. This is all printed out before. So now I need to see fair value gaps formed during sessions. How are they? Very good. Bam. Let's see if this high, because there's a chance that even this high can be taken out, but or not, no. But yeah,